threw them into it. And I thought this was going to be Midtown, and but my mistake. I guess we're going to Eichenwald here. So Eichenwald, the map play for this match. So a little bit more of a chokehold here, especially underneath that first main point bridge that we'll see. And Bastion's coming out here will be really well. First time, if this holds, we're probably going to see a Life Weaver. I'm not opposed to this at all because of the verticality that can bring you, especially if that Widowmaker stays as well. You can pick up some backlines pretty easily.
Looks like we're sticking with the round 1 map pool, which was Ilios, Eichenwald, New Queen Street.
Oh, I see. That's why. I thought it was.
Well, they're both 1-0 as well. So I did like how thinking that we should be on the map 2 or the round 2 map pool, which would have been Midtown. Lijiang Tower, Midtown. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at this opening. That didn't take any time at all, Clutch. Holy cow, Kajukabuka's already found a pair. And looking for more. Lander, there's no way to go. That's 3 for Kajukabuka to start things off. And JP Knapp, man, wasted no time trying to get back in this series.
Yeah, remember when I said bull rush from JP Knapp? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen here, especially with that nade being also good. And look, the verticality from both the Life Weaver alongside of that Widowmaker is just going to make things a lot easier here for JP Knapp to run through. So now it's just a mirror battle, but Jackbird finding a jump shot there means they're going to have plenty of time to cap this with 5 minutes and 45 seconds. I love the comp here that JP Knapp is running, especially with Sigma being one of the tanks that is meta right now that can absolutely counter the Hog in certain parts of the kit, especially with the accretion on the whole Hog as well as the kinetic grasp if the whole decides to run into that. So I really love the kit and I really love the setup here from JP Knapp. But now it's the determination. Can New Bern stop them here on this bridge, especially with now, they were on the Junkrat, which I thought could have been an okay pick, especially top down verticality wise, but now you're going to have the Bastion instead. So I kind of like the shred idea of just no shield to defend what JP Knapp is bringing, although that shot on Johnny to start is really good.
Oh, what a pull for B-Sky. Oh, they sacrificed themselves so that Melody may live. We'll see if Melody can do anything or if the sacrifice will be in vain. Slow heals from Still Red Snack means Melody's still waiting around to get topped off. Water bottle hanging out top of the stairs. Melody decides to go back in on the point. I'm not sure you have any backup. You need friends, Melody. Oh, just get rocked out of the Swift Step or the teleport. Swift Step is the Kiriko one, but nevertheless, you get my point, friends.
Can't really just use the Shadow Step to get out. But anyways, so you have the ways to get in and the ways to get out for JP Knapp. You have the escapability with the Life Weaver, Life Grip, and now it's just playing as a group. You can see the way that they're grouping up together, already finding a kill, and that's what this composition is turned around on. If everybody stays together, and as long as they're not getting booped off the map by Lucio, it's looking really good for you as JP Knapp is showing right now.
Cosmito definitely winning the tank battle. In which could just be a battle of cooldowns. But Kajukabuka has been lighting up this feed like there's just no tomorrow. Anybody gets even remotely close to this team, Kajukabuka has their number. And right now, it looks like they're going for the Lucio. Oh, there's one of those boops that you were warning us about. Johnny apparently did not get that memo, and that means that is minimal healing available. B-Sky shows up with the Zenyatta to find a pair as well. It's the supports coming in from New Bern to stop this card on the bridge.
Yeah, and a big ult just gone there. Big man using that Tree of Life, I should say, and really coming up with nothing. That Tree of Life needed to be used way earlier on if they wanted to save face in that fight. So big plays, and I love the pick onto the Zenyatta instead. Only problem is going to be the lack of healing, really, because both of these are small singular healing as well as small AoE healing. So with the Reaper, and so with the Roadhog and so as well, no on JP Knapp's side. Only person you got to worry about healing is the Bastion. So the Orb of Discord working out very well from them, as you just saw in that last fight. But here comes Jackford behind.
Oh, yeah. Moving over into the DPS role here from map number 2. Sound barrier out from Still Red's neck to keep New Bern alive through the Gravitic Flux, but Jackford is still right in your face. Has not been dealt with. Went from 20 to 75 in ult in the snap of a finger. And JP Knapp, we're going to bust down this door.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty easy door claim and a well done job by JP Knapp. Although the game, I guess, was Overwatch because they released all 3 of their ultimates and they felt the Gravitic Flux, the Artillery Strike, and the Coalescence was needed. And look again, the pressure, the bull rush that they're going to have in, especially when you catch on the Roadhog like this. Oh, the impressive aim from the Yari is making a lot more sense now as we see Jack at the DPS. There she goes with the Death Blossom. Oh my goodness. Only Melody is able to escape with a shred of health. Torn to bits by this Reaper. That is another ace for Jackbird, their second of the series. Yeah, Death Blossom really bad when you can't even use a Transcendence to help you out there. So really big play, but the Melody's got one of their own. And look, nobody's looking at Jackbird. This Roadhog doesn't even know he's being shot in the back.
We're just chunking him down, already halfway towards another one. Look, there's a tasty Zenyatta. Oh, but there was a Junkrat there next to him. Still, JP Knapp have done more than enough to reach the back end, assuming they can clean up this Lucio. Do not let this Lucio stall out. Okay, there you go. Johnny there with the orb, with the automatic tracking, able to finish off that pesky Lucio, and JP Knapp cap with tons of time left in the bank.
Yeah, this composition working out so well for JP Knapp right now, especially the way they're just playing as a group. They're playing all together, not using all of their ultimates at once, and making sure that they're playing this team composition to its full strength. The Sigma, again, really in the meta right now, especially when you consider all the games that I've been watching so far. Sigma's been up there, Orisa's been up there, and so Cosmito playing the Sigma to pretty much a good T here, protecting the team, using that accretion very well in correct positions, and the cooldowns that they've been using very well done from JP Knapp. It looks like an entirely different team from when they dropped map number 1 back on Ilios. So now Newburn's got a tall task to do with them. 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Mind you, folks, again, we'll remind you of the math here, because the map itself goes 8 minutes for your entire attack, not including overtime. So the fact that JP Knapp completed Eichenwald, mind you, of all maps in 4 minutes and 4 minutes and 41 seconds is an absolutely unreal stat, and really shows you the way that JP Knapp is working this right now. So for New Bern, again, you just got to find a way through. I like B-Sky's pick on the Kiriko here, along with the Baptiste. That should provide you a lot more healing, especially against a Shred composition like this. 2 immortalities with the Protection Suzu and the Immortality Field, and Lander's just going to have a whale of a time, especially if Lander just keeps getting boosted alongside of the Kitsune Rush and the Application Matrix.
Water Bottle sticking with the Roadhog, heading into Cosmito's Sigma once again. Can just be an exchange of cooldowns. Sigma can block the hook and rock the hog out of their take a breather. Sigma ends up on top, and if you hook that Sigma out of that kinetic grasp, it can quickly go the other way. Water Bottle's going to go inside, lands the hook on a Kachukabuka, but tons of healing there. Immortality Field even comes out from the attacking Newbern, and look at the onslaught. JP Knapp just pry open the door of this little shop, and Jackbird takes over.
Yeah, against a team like this for JP Knapp right now, you cannot group up like that, especially for New Bern. Yes, you had the Application Matrix. I mean, not Application Matrix. You had the Immortality Field. Yes, you had the Kitsune with the Protection Suzu. But in that tiny room, the nade is just going to pop off, and everything in there just to spam damage, especially with the Sigma Spheres, are not going to help you out. So right now, just not a group up scenario, and especially when Jackbird gets a kill like that. Again, no momentum whatsoever.
Lander was trying to work off the flank angle, which coincidentally enough was main in this particular situation, but because of the location of the team fight, that was the flank. But Kachukabuka was all over it. Just use their what is this? This is the recon form to just keep them at bay. I mean, look at that. Look at the accuracy. Who needs a soul form when you can get kills like this?
Yeah, I mean, just Kachukabuka having a whale of a time, especially on Eichenwald. I would consider Eichenwald the home map for Bastion right now. I mean, this is showing it why, just the shred down in one part. And again, just this team from JP Knapp showing so much stability right now, especially when you got a big time bank and really all the kills falling for you in your favor.
Uh-oh. Still Red Snake kind of feeling the touch of desperation and just using that to pull the defense back, create some space. But Kachukabuka just steals the space right back. It's like, no, 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 no. This is my archway. Newbern, you cannot have. Here comes the Melody in by themselves, but going to find themselves surrounded if they're not careful. Wraith forward to try to get out, but still no health, and Jackbird will find that kill.
Yeah, good kill for Jackbird right there, and that's going to force them back. This is a regroup scenario, guys. I mean, we're still fighting this out, and look, it's just going to return in dividends here for New Bern. And now the Steva, if you stagger the Steva correctly, this is going to be really good for you, just to waste away the time angle, which they are doing right now. Letting her go a little bit, letting the more chaser, and yeah, there it goes. So regroup New Bern. I don't like the stagger that's going on right now. See, you even used an Immortality Field already, so you don't have that for another 25 seconds, which is really bad news, especially when our Artillery Strike comes down.
Yeah, Kachukabuka saw that Immortality Field come out. Was like, this will be the perfect time to unleash my secret weapon. And it's just a massive explosions landing on a New Bern and further stopping them in their tracks, further demoralizing this New Bern squad as they attempt to make an attack here. Once again, still Red Second's got to pull back, has a Soundbarrier, I suppose, to delay this stall for as long as possible. If they so choose to use it, certainly don't want to get an Ajax. That would be worst case scenario. Look here, it's gonna buy a little bit of space, but still Red Snake eventually falls on point. Jackbird hunting in the back. Guys, ooh, look at that juicy Bastion. He's gonna go take that battle up against Lander and wins it without using the ultimate. Now he's gonna come up behind both the Melody as well as Water Bottle. Melody down to 1 health, and there comes the Death Blossom. That'll find both.
Yeah, I don't know if this Roadhog pick is actually is working out well to me. I mean, all the time in, it's just been a rundown here. Newburn needs to switch off of this Roadhog, in my opinion, because this Roadhog's just providing you nothing. There's the shield to block. I mean, everything about Sigma's kit blocks out what this Roadhog is doing right now. And I think even Cosmito's lapped Water Bottle on the ultimate, so Newburn just not finding any stability whatsoever, and JP Knapp just totally in control.
They're gonna have one last chance at this thing, and they're already down both of their DPS. Jackbird comes off that same flank angle again, finds 3 immediately, gets hooked there and still doesn't want to wait for him out, or at least, yeah, just stands their ground, and Jackbird massacres. She's taking over this map. She is taking over this lobby. JP Knapp have certainly taken Ike and Vol. They're gonna tie us up. We are gonna head to push to decide this series.
Yeah, if you told me the series was going to start off that close and then JP Knapp runs them over into the second map of Eichenwald, I would not believe you whatsoever. I thought this was a closer map than previously stated, but I guess when you're Jackbird and Kajukabuka on the DPS with that Bastion and Reaper combination just running into the backline, I mean, look, earlier on in the fight, this is kind of the description of how it would go. Yes, you have to spam damage from everything and that healing from the Baptiste Kiriko, but in such a small room like that, you cannot play that angle. You cannot play that spam choke point, especially with all the things that they had to play in that choke point for JP Knapp. So really now you're looking at a team from Newburn that has to regroup, has to find some stability. I hadn't seen that at all in that entire map. Yes, you may have defended 1 point, maybe if that, but that still didn't show us anything rather than JP Knapp just kind of running it down. And I love what JP Knapp did with that combination, especially the Bastion Reaper combination. Reaper can get the back line, Bastion can get the front line. Combination just pinches them in if they're in the choke point. Absolutely love that. And right now, as it stands, JP Knapp's got my vote to win this one, because if they're going to stick on this Roadhog combination, if they're going to stick with what the tank line is right now, that's not going to look good for Newburn coming up. But I think after game number 3, we'll find out where they stand, especially a 2-0 going into their group stages. If that is the case, JP Knapp's looking